Hello there, and welcome back to Friendonkey Wrestling Season 3.
FDW, what is up?
I'll tell you what's up, Jose. The Money in the Bank briefcase hanging from the ceiling is up there in the sky.
That's right, it is not just FDW, it is Money in the Bank tonight.
And what a
We are kicking
show.
things off with a hell of a match.
We're starting with the Money in the Bank ladder match itself.
The titular match, as it were.
Emphasis on the tit, as Logan Paul is making his way down to the ring. Tip here.
Logan Paul, he's going to be the next big thing in FDW, I think.
You're determined for Logan Paul to become a thing. It could happen, you know.
I've got faith in him. I think he's going to surprise you, and I think he's definitely going to do it here tonight. He's going to take the briefcase.
He's got some stiff competition ahead of him.
Oh, it won't be easy, absolutely. But he has a prime opportunity now. He's on a hot streak.
I see what you did there.
But I don't.
Prime opportunity. Come on, it's Logan Paul.
Oh man, it's right there. It's right there, man.
First man to step into the ring with him will be Kevin Owens, who punched his ticket to the Money in the Bank ladder match in quite a steady fashion.
Yeah, he did. He did. I can't even remember who he took out now.
Neither can I, but it must have been a good match.
Absolutely. It's Kevin Owens.
What matters is that he's in the match itself.
The Dory of the WWE, just keep fighting. KO.
And he is going to have to fight for it, and what a way to... I say make his debut, he's technically made his debut, but a huge money match to get his career on FDW started.
I mean, each of these men has had one or two matches here to get into this position, and this could be their second match and already throw them into a world championship position.
Well, they're getting themselves there, that's the main thing.
Absolutely. That's what FDW is all about. Fighting for your right to party.
One man who absolutely fought for his right, and this was a dominant victory. Don't forget this match, Pete Dunne defeating his own teammate in quick fashion.
There's been no fallout though. They are still firm friends, firm teammates. Tyler Bate was backstage actually gearing up Pete Dunne for this match.
Egging him on to bring the briefcase home. Pete Dunne having ditched the Butch moniker.
An opportunity for the tag team of the New Catch Republic to bring more gold into it could be a great thing.
Yep. He is looking for a scrap.
He's going to find one here.
He's going to have to modify his style a little bit for a match like this. You know, the mat brace, joint manipulation is only going to get you so far. At some point, you're going to have to get yourself skyward and grab that briefcase.
I don't think he's no stranger to being up high.
He's up for a brawl.
I've seen him fly. He'll be fine.
Good old Pete.
Good old Pete.
And the final man.
Final member. It's
punching his way here after delivering a devastating bullhammer to Dominic Mysterio.
A very game Dominic Mysterio, it must be said.
A win here for Wade Barrett would be a turn up for the books.
Yes. He had a weird start to the season, let's put it that way.
Yeah, outshone by Scott Steiner.
Well, he lost in a count-out victory to Randy Orton. Brought Scott Steiner in as a bit of muscle, who immediately overtook him, and is going to be tonight, later on, challenging for the FDW Championship.
You very nearly said the WWE Championship then, didn't you? Just the wrong show, Jose.
Well, you know, we're all...
Is this where you've been on hiatus?
Brand.
Just been commentating for SmackDown and Raw, you Judas?
No, I've been in gorilla position, you know, filling in for Triple H while I went on Holly's Holes.
Right. All four men staring a hole into each other.
Now, what's your strategy going into this match? Do you dish out the damage? Do you try and wait for your opportunity to climb the ladder?
I think hit hard, hit fast. get it done quick as you can. Which Logan Paul appears to be taking to heart. And Barrett
Beautiful DDT.
immediately to the outside as Pete Dunne looks to go toe-to-toe with Logan Paul. Barrett just sneaking a ladder into the match.
Logan Paul probably made too many enemies there, trying to take on Kevin Owens and Pete Dunne.
It feels the other three are just having a match while Barrett's just like, you know, there's a briefcase up there, right?
Yeah. No nonsense, Barrett.
Logan Paul defying the laws of physics there as he flies sideways across the ring, but then Pete Dunne shows it how it should be done.
Like I said, Pete Dunne can fly. I don't think he's going to worry about being up that ladder.
And that's the manipulation there. A great tactic, actually. I hadn't considered this from Pete Dunne. Breaking the fingers of Owens. That's going to be difficult for Owens to unhook the Money in the Bank briefcase.
But it's going to be difficult for Pete Dunne to do anything after being dropped on that ladder like that.
Absolutely. But Logan Paul with a punch to the gut.
Set up the ladder, but started to get rid of Pete Dunne.
Barrett making quick work. Trying to reach for the briefcase. Oh dear, and Kevin Owens.
Nope.
Almost a backstabber like there from Kevin Owens as Logan Paul rather ambitiously climbs the wrong ladder.
He threw his glasses into the crowd. His depth perception's not great at the moment.
The old Carmelo Hayes glasses yeet.
Yeet.
Float them off.
Beautiful. Beautiful suplex the way Barrett on the outside. Pete Dunne unloading on Kevin Owens in the ring.
Now, if you're Pete Dunne here, what does grabbing the briefcase do to your tag team hopes? Do you double down or do you break up on your own? I don't know.
I mean, it's a huge opportunity for Pete Dunne and a spectacular opportunity for everyone else in this match.
Opportunities all round, but Dunne just straight away grabbing the briefcase, pouring at it like a cat pouring at a ball of yarn.
I would say Kevin Owens is more like the cat there, just knocking things over.
Oh dear, and there's the kendo shattered across the chest of Pete Dunne, who has phased through the ladder.
And a kick to the head for good measure.
And I immediately get flashbacks to Arm KO from season 1.
That was a Money in the Bank match. Oh, Kevin Owens' head bounced off that ladder there with a huge suplex.
Meanwhile, Logan and Wade just absolutely scrapping on the outside. Barrett back in the ring now, throwing his countrymen around.
I mean, you've got to be in the ring to win it here. Logan gets the wrong implement.
He gets a table involved.
Oh, please. Come on, Logan. Put someone through that table.
Hope he goes through it himself as Kevin Owens off the top rope now. Dunne senses it coming and throws Owens at Wade Barrett.
Yeets a man at another man.
Massive suplex there from Pete Dunne. Not quite connecting on the ladder, but Logan Paul.
Oh, dropping Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne has looked strong so far in this match.
And there goes the table. Stunner from Owens.
Logan showing off on the outside. Perhaps biding his time wisely.
And that's Wade Barrett busted open from the ladder. Logan looking for more weaponry as he brings a chair into the match, and it's officially TLC.
It definitely is now.
At Money in the Bank.
It's Pete Dunne and Logan Paul now go at it. Logan's got to be the freshest of the men, and he's been quite smart in his strategy, letting the others beat up on each other. And now's his opportunity. Well, Wade's busy with the announce table.
In the ring as Wade Barrett gets his commentary flashbacks.
Yeah, Wade's like, you're sitting in my seat.
It's Kevin Owens every time just throwing the ladder down as he hits a big splash.
Keeps knocking the ladder down. He's yet to climb the ladder. Could he be scared of heights?
Or is he playing the long game? Just keep wearing them down. Let them... Oh dear, running DDT there from Barrett.
This is still anyone's to win. Barrett busted open. When did that happen?
Oh, to Regal, it was when Kevin Owens bounced the ladder off his forehead as Wade Barrett hits Kevin Owens with the bull hammer, and that could be enough to daze him. Snapping the fingers of Wade Barrett, and that's another man taken out. Clearly every man has a game strategy here.
Pete Dunne is just to break everyone.
Yep, break everyone's fingers. Next up, Logan Paul, and it should be Pete to lose.
I must break you now.
Off the second rope comes Owens, but not quite connecting. Barrett sells it anyway.
Pete Dunne going after Owens now. Logan praying in the corner.
Big blow. He is praying. Oh my goodness. And with the power of Christ on his side turn, Pete Dunne inside out.
Compelled Pete Dunne to do a flip.
As Pete Dunne, for some reason, just flops around the middle of the ring like a wet fish.
It's that religious attack.
Oh dear. Super kick from Owens there, and it's all Owens.
Owens cleared the ring, and what a fluid movement.
Dazed and confused on the outside, but the only other man who's vertical, could he be the one to get in and stop Kevin Owens?
Cable's gone in.
All three men sense it as Owens paws at the title, the briefcase.
Pete Dunne with
just broken fingers.
This is Kevin Owens.
Dunne bringing in more furniture, and Kevin Owens
there it is.
Has secured it in the mad scramble.
Logan was trying to knock the ladder over, and Pete Dunne got in the way.
Absolute scenes.
But Kevin Owens takes the case. 2
matches, 2 wins. Mr. Money in the Bank, Kevin Owens.
He is on his way. What a match.
It was an absolute car crash of a match. Where do we go from here as the landscape changes with Kevin Owens as the briefcase holder?
I mean, if you're one of the champions, you've got to be watching your back. Kevin Owens could strike from anywhere.
Indeed he could. But as we gear up now for the women's title match, Tegan Nox making her way down to the ring.
Looking strong as Tegan Nox.
I would say she's on a roll, but she's coming off the back of a loss to Lash Legend. No thanks to Tiffany Stratton.
It's a loss to Lash Legend with a huge assist to Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah. But she's never one to be put down for long as Tegan Nox.
You can't catch Tegan Nox out, and if you underestimate her, that's where you're gonna wind up in trouble.
I could say the very same thing about the woman she's about to step into the ring in the ring with. I'll get my words out.
I mean, looking at her performance last week against Lash Legend in the Go Home show, I very much agree with you. This is not going to be an easy contest for either of these women.
It was a meteoric rise for Tiffany Stratton. But she's working her way up the ladder, dethroning Bianca Belair, defending at WrestleMania. She really has.
She's almost her position.
Almost a Tegan Nox-like rise.
Absolutely. Tegan, obviously the inaugural FDW Women's Champion.
She sees a lot of herself in Tiffany Stratton.
This is going to be a hell of a contest.
Tiffany feeling confident.
I think she has earned the right to feel confident.
Completely agree.
But we have seen that hubris cost champions in the past.
As that's what it's all about.
A beautiful women's championship. FDW Women's Championship.
Introducing the challenger.
Here we go.
Tegan Nox, the founding mother.
Styles.
And her opponent from Prior Lake, Minnesota, the Women's
How did you say the founding mother?
Indeed. You can't have there's a couple of founding fathers.
Yeah. Founding mother against, and there she is, the current Queen of the Hill.
Passing the title over there to Chief Referee Charles Robinson here this evening. That's how much this match means.
Just
bringing out the big guns.
Of this match. We've had to get in the big guns.
Doug having a night off. He's in party mode with Ric Flair in the back.
Yeah. Charles Robinson, the fastest ref in the world.
Here, these two already going for it, feeling each other out. Tilt-a-whirl DDT from Tegan Knox, and looks to get it done early.
The acceleration there from a slow collar and elbow tie up to a fucking tilt-a-whirl DDT.
But that's the game plan that Knox is bringing as she hits a running bulldog into the corner there.
And that is the advantage Knox has. She can go slow and methodical and immediately switch up the pace.
I could say the exact same thing about Tiffany Stratton. It really is a 50-50 match, this one. It could go either way as Knox now goes to the top rope. Hits the elbow. I suppose the one thing that Tiffany Stratton does have here is her advantage as champion. Countouts, DQ, she will retain.
And she may find herself needing to use that because Tegan Knox is looking unstoppable here to start with.
Oh my goodness, almost a pile driver into her upper thigh there.
We have seen this from Tegan Knox in the past. When she gets a target in her sights, there is not much that can stop her.
Running drop kick there to Stratton as Knox is now once again in control.
It is why Tegan Knox is a two-time FDW Women's Champion, which is not a lot of people can say that they have done that.
No, she is the only person who can say she has done that.
Oh, then it just speaks more to her character than before.
As she taunts Stratton now to get to her feet. She's been in control all match. Perhaps Stratton didn't realise the calibre of wrestler she was stepping up with.
Perhaps underestimated Tegan Knox here. The two now go back and forth.
Thank you,
Possibly.
Charles
I can't
Robinson.
tell.
We don't know.
You're great, Charles Robinson, but
Yeah.
you're not transparent. There's one thing we can say about you, it's you're not see-through.
Look at my little edge.
I'm guessing Tegan Knox wins the exchange, and she is going for the cover. Just a one count there. Strong kick there. And again, continuing the punishment. Oh,
Blood has been spilled, and it's from the forehead of Knox, from
Choke
Tiffany
slam.
Stratton as Knox now hits the choke slam. And could
could
this
this
be?
be it?
Could it be already? Kick to the midsection.
Tiffany
Stratton
ready.
sees it coming, reverses, rope break, and that's
She
big.
Being able to dodge the Shining Wizard after a choke slam is an incredible bit of ring awareness by Tiffany Stratton. She has studied Tegan Knox clearly.
We've seen Knox win championships with that choke slam, and the fact that Stratton saw it coming and now hits to the top rope, thinks about hitting the prettiest moonsault ever, but instead comes off with a crossbody to the outside, and now
Huge
the champion is
crossbody.
in control.
I mean, she's got a long way to get back into this, but she's made that start.
Scrapping towards the ramp now.
You've got to think if Tegan had hit that Shiniest Wizard, it could have been all over.
It really could have been. Stratton with the wherewithal. Count of 4 now from the ref.
She's going to need to get herself back into this one. Or is this Tiffany's plan? Keep it outside the ring, go for the count out. No. Good.
We've had enough countouts. Jose
Yeah.
can't stand the countouts.
It is a bit frustrating, the countouts.
No, you should have been there for season 2. Just Imperium imploded on countouts. Big shining uppercut there from Tegan Knox, and she is back in control.
Once
Stratton,
again, the pendulum swings back.
dazed and confused up on the top rope.
This could be big.
Oh
Big
my
arm
goodness, an avalanche arm drag, but Stratton with immediate kip up, having none of it.
The adrenaline pouring.
Into the corner we go.
Could this be desperation from Tiffany Stratton
A
here?
little stumble there from Stratton as she thinks about, oh my goodness, a corkscrew
Beautiful corkscrew.
plancher.
Could this be
There's
it?
the 2, and
There's
still
the 3.
your women's champion, Tiffany Stratton.
A good win, but I would say not a comfortable win for Tiffany Stratton there.
She bled for it, and that is something we have not seen from Stratton before.
Tegan Knox absolutely taking it to the champion. Very unlucky in my opinion, but Stratton is the champ for a reason. Hell of a defence by her.
If anything, that has just solidified Stratton at the top of the hill.
Absolutely. I mean, where does she go from here? Very good match. I would say that was a great match, but
A hard-fought victory.
and now onto something that is going to be hard fought as well.
This has been coming for a few weeks now. After their showdown at Backlash.
Fraxium were unlucky not to finish the job, as it were, and take home those titles. And since then, they've been at each other's throats.
Indeed, they have been. But interestingly, Axiom coming out on his own here this evening.
Axiom.
Perhaps looking to get spotlight on themselves. A bit like the Shield did at Backlash. Don't know. Is this a calculated...
Could be mind games from Fraxium, perhaps. Try and lead Shield to think they're not as unified as they believe.
Now this will be a 2 out of 3 falls match, and as Jose alluded to last time out, this will be the last shot Fraxium get at the Shield while the Shield remain champions.
So big task ahead of the Fraxium tonight. Everything to play for.
And now Nathan Fraser putting the spotlight on himself.
Maybe this is another reason. They've only got the one more chance to be at the big show if Shield retain, so they're making the most of it.
Yeah. Soaking up the adulation of the crowd, and these two really have been a fan favourite.
Yeah, they've been my favourite.
What about Logan Paul? Thought he was your favourite.
Oh yeah, different divisions. But every time I watch these, I have a smile from ear to ear.
Will they be having a smile from ear to ear this evening and do the unthinkable in dethroning Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins?
I think it's possible. They've nearly done it in a one-on-one.
It came incredibly close, didn't it?
In a 1 falls match. The 2 out of 3 falls, the stamina is on their side, in my opinion.
You say that, but we've seen time and time again Seth Rollins. Oh my goodness. And almost to a bit of a unified front.
Gonna say, turn of...
Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns bringing back the Shield entrance. They are on the same page.
Flipping the script here.
While Fraxium decided to come out separately, Seth and Roman.
Come out unified.
And that's a swagger we have not seen from Rollins, I think, ever.
This is going to be big.
The confidence from Reigns as well. The muscle.
Now let's run down the match types we have here.
What do you mean match types?
Well, there's 2 out of 3 falls, and each match is a different type, I believe.
Nope, it is just a standard 2 out of 3 falls match.
Fair enough.
First team to pick up 2 matches or 2 pinfalls will be crowned the champions.
I also believe that count out is also removed as an option.
Yep. So there will be a definitive winner here this evening.
It's for those FDW Tag Team Championships.
The following contest.
Mike Rome making the announcement.
Crowd is ready for this one. I am ready for this one.
It's been bubbling. We've seen them go head to head.
We've seen them go one-on-one.
We saw a heated contest between
attack
master and
one
pupil. Yep. We've seen the Shield becoming a little bit desperate in recent weeks. I've seen that side of them before.
They definitely turned a corner towards the heel. They're
And
standing unified, standing tall.
Of all the
They are
tag
the
teams you
champs.
don't want to be stepping into a ring with on the same page, it's the Shield.
Absolutely. Perhaps Mind Games, them coming out together with that other music for the Shield entrance.
I say other music or original music.
Yes, my apologies.
Back to the OG days. As it looks like Axiom and Reigns are starting things off for this dramatic contest.
Here they go. Oh, strong strike by Roman Reigns there.
Immediately with a back body drop. This is going to be a war of attrition.
Absolutely. You can't go too hard too fast because you've got to at least get 2 pins, Fools, here.
Interesting that the Shield have decided to go with Reigns first. Very much the powerhouse of the two, but a quick tag to Rollins immediately puts paid to that idea.
Looks like they're very much on game plan. Isolate one member and just keep dealing damage. I think Reigns is a smart option to go in first. Really slow it down to begin with. You cannot let Fraxium build up a head of steam.
We haven't really seen Axiom get out the gates yet.
As we saw from Nathan Frazier in the Go Home show, he runs faster than his mind can comprehend.
As oh my goodness, tag team offense here from Reigns and Rollins. It's not very often you see Roman Reigns going off the top rope like that.
Axiom going for the tag, Roman having
flying forearm, and this is all Shield so far.
Yes, absolutely. They have chosen their victim, and they are not letting him go. Another quick tag here. And the teamwork continues. Axiom desperate for a tag.
Systematic beatdown as Rollins now with a crossface on Axiom. We can't tell if Axiom's in pain or not because of that mask.
I can hear the creaking of his neck. I think he's in pain.
The divide and conquer approach from the Shield is once again the tag team. Reigns coming off the top rope, double stomp on the back. That's the game
really
plan.
Come into this unified as once again Axiom crawls and gets the pin.
Desperate tag while the crowd was acknowledging the tribal chief. Axiom made the tag. Oh my goodness. Huge spike there. That's now the fresher man, Fraser, who hasn't had the pleasure of being knocked for 6 by Roman Reigns, can use that speed to his advantage. Quick tag there.
And here they go.
Quick strikes.
The kicks.
Oh, as Roman Reigns phases in and out of existence there. That's how quick it was.
Beautiful teamwork by Fraxium, proving they can do it just as much as the Shield. He's now back into the corner. And once again, quick tags.
Off the ropes we go. Double back body drop there from Fraxium as Nathan Fraser hits a moonsault, but Reigns was too busy to get back to that vertical base.
Shrugs it off like nothing.
And here comes a delayed power bomb.
Ooh,
and that was just
the momentum dead.
Emphatic to say the least. As once again Seth tagged in now, and it's Master versus Apprentice. Drop kick from Rollins.
Beautiful by Rollins. And the Shield are looking strong. Flurries of brilliance from Fraxium, but will it be enough?
Both these teams on the same page as Seth Rollins now gets Fraser up for a DDT. Oh my goodness. Just bouncing off the ropes.
Rollins didn't even know what he was doing.
I know, thought about a powerbomb, but nope. Into the corner now.
Fraser into the corner, and there's the tag to Reigns.
Oh, and that was just no nonsense. And here is just Reigns imposing his will on Nathan Fraser.
Teamwork offense from Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins has been incredible here.
We haven't seen this before. You feel like it's been coming.
Absolutely, they've warmed up, and this is it. This is their time now.
Seth and Roman on the same page is a scary proposition for the entire tag division, the entire roster.
Absolutely, and Fraxium are suffering the consequences.
Turnbuckle powerbomb from Rollins. That was the move that retired Sting. As Seth Rollins now hooks up a massive stomp onto the back of Fraser.
Cover.
Once again, the ref not quite in the right area of the ring, but Axiom learned from his mistake and broke up the pinfall this time round.
This could be a long one, folks.
Up to the top rope now, Seth Rollins comes up with a massive frog splash to the outside. Count of 2.
Feels like there is a ring out count.
Count of 3.
Oh, and Seth Rollins
And
taking advantage.
Using it to his advantage, tagging in Roman Reigns. Will Fraxium even be aware that a tag has taken place? Perhaps not, as Roman thinks about a Superman punch, but doesn't quite connect.
Oh, and Fraser managing to get the upper hand. They've got to keep the pressure on here. He's missing yet another moonsault.
He's just too quick for himself as Nathan Fraser. Another quick tag from Reigns to Rollins.
And this has been all Shield.
They've just divided Fraxium.
Flashes of brilliance from Fraxium, but it's not enough.
Shield just have an answer for everything Fraxium have to give. They have learned from their last in-ring encounter together. Fraxium will have to dig deep for this one.
I believe Fraxium surprised the Shield when they went up against them last, and the Shield have done nothing but learn.
Well, they've never faced competitors like them. We've not seen anything like it in season 1 and 2.
Oh,
Quick double super kick though, into a running senton.
Axiom starting to get moving.
Got to keep that momentum. Keep Rollins off his game.
Oh, but Rollins ready for it.
Got to get up early in the morning to catch Rollins off guard. Stomp to the midsection now from Seth as he just wears down the neck of Axiom.
In a bad place, trapped in the opposite corner. This is a very strong showing by the Shield.
They've just kept them apart all match. It is tag team psychology at its finest. And once again, Reigns with a double stomp to Axiom.
It is solid tag team wrestling by the Shield here. You can't fault it.
That's why they are the tag team champions.
And they've put aside their separate egos, and they've really focused in on what they need to do here.
Just the caliber of wrestler that Fraxium are in the ring with. Both former world champions. Seth, the longest reigning TV champion, as he hits a huge stomp to Axiom.
Second stomp. Could this be it?
Kept miles away now.
Fraser with a breakup though.
That was a desperate leap to say the least, and here is Seth Rollins pissed off now with Fraser.
Yep, still only
he's got it hooked. That's a pedigree.
That is a pedigree, and now's the
Axiom, the legal man, kick to the midsection, comes off the ropes, Senses are capitalising on it. Steals a stomp from Seth Rollins.
Could this steal a pin?
Unbelievable scenes. Kick out of 2.
Stolen stomp into a possible stolen pin.
Just as we were alluding to, that they have no answer for the Shield, they just countered them with their own move.
Oh, flashes of brilliance by Fraxium. But once again,
look at the back of Axiom now, worn down after the concessive stomps. He has been battered. Rollins running drop kick. And pinning him right in front of Frazier, as almost as if to taunt him to say, you can try, boy, but you've got nothing.
That's
Quick pin from Seth.
The Shield. They need one more to do it.
Ripcord knee to Axiom. As Seth now tags in the tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
And Axiom is looking worse for wear.
Axiom needs a tag here, otherwise he is in trouble. Superman punch from Roman Reigns.
Could this be it?
Count of 1, count of 2, and there's the 3.
3. It's over. The Shield take it. I mean, it was solid strategy, solid tag team wrestling by the Shield there. They earned that title.
They really did. That was dominance. They
at
are
its
on
finest.
the same page.
I mean, take nothing away from Fraction. Flashes of brilliance. I honestly thought they were going to pick up the first pinfall with that stolen
With that stomp,
but
yeah, but it obviously didn't quite connect the way they thought it would.
just wasn't enough. Hats off to them, and hats off to these two men. A great match.
Well, consider yourself on notice tag team division.
Absolutely. Speaking of
Speaking of
notice,
yeah, being on notice, one man getting himself notice. Scott Steiner.
it's time for the main event, the FDW World Championship.
Steiner forcing his way into this position.
Now, Steiner first arrived as sort of Wade Barrett's
Not lackey.
sneaky.
It's quick
Not lackey, it was
replacement to be like, here we are, Randy.
Yeah. Wade thought he was getting one over on Randy, but all he really did was open the door for Big Papa Pump.
Oh, Big Papa Pump probably just ripped the door off its handles.
Absolutely, he was going to come in anyway and
Because
challenge.
you see, he's a genetic freak.
He's a genetic freak and a maths genius.
Well, you're going to have to be a math genius here against the calculated FDW champion Randy Orton.
This is going to be the first time these two men have faced off with them both knowing prior to.
This is going to also be Randy Orton's first defense of the World Championship.
Since winning it at WrestleMania.
Yep. Clawing it out of the clutches of Roman Reigns.
Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is Randy's first challenge this season. He's had a few matches, but they've been exhibition matches, let's say.
Yeah, game performances, stepping up to Randy Orton, the likes of Wade Barrett, Akam, Razor breaking out on their own, but Scott Steiner, a Hall of Famer, a man with a proven track record.
And the only man who has truly taken it to Randy this season.
But Randy Orton forged his career from felling legends.
That he did. Is this just going to be another legend killed by the Viper?
I mean, it would be a great first notch on his belt to make the first name Scott Steiner, a Hall of Famer.
Absolutely. What a way to start your season. I mean, who challenges you after that? Knocking out Big Papa Pump. Yeah, that's what it's all about. The brown gold. Here we go. Who's your money on? If you had to take
I've got to go with Randy for this one.
Randy, he's got more experience at pulling it out when it matters for the title.
Yep. He can strike from absolutely nowhere. Steiner, though, an absolute innovator in this industry. A legend.
He's a unit. He's an unknown entity as well in FDW, and we've seen glimpses of him, but this is his true test.
Yep. Starting to
Let's not
attract
forget-
the real big names now as the purple brand.
Let's not forget he does hold a pinfall victory over the champ.
Yeah, but Randy can learn from his mistakes. He wasn't expecting that challenge from Scott Steiner. He's had time to prepare for this one now.
It's going to be a different match for sure.
Steiner needs to keep his wits about him if he wants a shot at gold.
You can never take the Viper for granted, that's for sure. He is an impressive, imposing individual.
As is Big
He's
Papa
taking the
Pump.
underway.
Orton immediately
Wrong
with the
strike by
uppercuts. And taking control of the matchup. A steady
That's what
affair.
Randy does. This is his MO.
Randy doing Randy things.
Randy doing Randy. Yep. Slows it down. Picks apart his opponent. Piece by piece. Limb by limb.
Wrenching into
Going
the
to
Boston
the,
Crab now.
The
Not-
East Coast Crustacean.
Off to the top rope though goes Randy.
Interesting.
Taunting Scott to get to his
Interesting
feet.
idea by Randy. Going for a double axe handle. There it is.
It's classic. It's there for a reason. It works.
Absolutely. And now continuing the work on the legs of Big Papa Pump. Taking out that power base.
Yeah. And now just clubbing at the side of the head of Scott Steiner. And this is all... It's been all Orton.
Orton, he's come with a game plan. He's going to systematically pull apart Big Papa Pump and send him home in pieces.
Send him home with numerous body bags as he tears apart the limbs, clubbing now at the right side of the head of Scott Steiner. Comes off the ropes. Oh dear, but Steiner senses it coming.
First mistake, and now Scott Steiner's really got to push to get back into this.
Big suplex, and this is power moves from Steiner that will immediately get him back into the match as he deadlifts Randy onto his shoulders. Running power slam. As he tunes it up. Drops the elbow there.
Solid into a pin. No, not that way. Randy's not going to lose to you like that.
Have to do a little bit more wrenching at the neck of Orton now. Wrenching at the neck here, boss.
Oh, here we go.
Doing
again.
it up once again.
Oh.
Not going for a pinfall this time.
Well, his leg was stuck underneath him. Instead, these two are going to slug it out. I always forget how tall Randy is. I mean, he is giant.
Oh, he is an absolute unit. Quick chops across the chest from Steiner, but receipts from Orton. Orton just...
Come on.
Come on!
Come on, fight me!
Going blow for blow with Scott Steiner. And here they go. Shifting it into turbo.
Shake the cobwebs. Randy Orton's first to capitalise.
Switching it over to another gear. Oh dear, here it comes.
Orton.
Vintage Orton with the draped DDT hooked to the leg. Could this be 3?
It's a 2.
Oh my goodness.
It's a 3. And Randy Orton in quite impressive fashion. I'd say cleaned up there.
He really did. Steiner wanted the challenge.
But Steiner did not show up on the night.
Just goes to show a prepared Orton is a dangerous Orton.
Absolutely. He is quite the specimen, is Randy.
In a fair fight, on the night, he can get the job done. And still, your FDW champion, Randy Orton. No title changes here this evening, just proving the dominance of our champions.
But an impressive night by everyone involved. And let's not forget, there's a certain wrinkle, shall we say, in Kevin Owens with that briefcase. Randy should be keeping his head on a swivel.
Watching his back at all times, putting the KO in RKO. Kevin Owens' looming threat. A successful night there, Jose, if I don't say the least.
Absolutely. The landscape of FDW may not have changed, but there's some fallout to come.
Absolutely, I'm looking forward to that one, and we hope you are too, so stay tuned to FDW, and we will see you soon.
Laters.